Hey y'all. Came out here to the river because the election did not go the way that we wanted at all. And I wanted to talk about what I think that means and what I think it doesn't mean. Um, Trump being back in the White House is not best case scenario, but I don't think that that means, as an American, that your life is going to be over. I don't think that you have to plan for the worst necessarily, and I don't think that you have to panic and think of, how can you escape the country? I mean, definitely leave the country if you want, but I don't think you'll be worse off if you don't do that. The reason that I think this is because this is actually something I am really passionate about and I've been wanting to talk about for a while, and this is the perfect opportunity to talk about it, is that the government isn't the people. So the government manages the people. We we create everything. We create the businesses. We create the interactions. We shop and we sell. We innovate. We make art. We create the movies. We create the music. We make the clothing. We build the websites. Everything that makes the country what it is created by the people. It's not created by the government. The government's job is to manage a large amount of people that are all living together, make sure that we all have the necessary resources that we need, make sure that crime doesn't happen to people. And if the government doesn't do its job in that way, what that means is that you and me, we have to be way more on that. We have to be way more attentive to making sure that we have the resources we need. I think so much of the problem that we've seen with wages going low and not enough jobs and just so many bad outcomes for people in the country right now is because the American people haven't been empowered. We're all looking to the government. This is not an anti-government, reel. I believe in good governance. I was really excited for President Harris and Vice President Walz. I really, really wanted them to win so much. And if it turns out the Republicans somehow massively cheated and they do win like 2 weeks later, I will accept that 100%. But even if she did win yesterday, my thoughts on this would be the same. And I think hers would be too, because she was so good at empowering us. She was so good at telling us, we need to fight, we need to win, we're in this together, and our small businesses matter. Because she's aware, because she's so brilliant, she's aware that you and me are making this country. The government helps, or it tries to make regulations, make sure people don't hurt each other, but it doesn't create the things that create the country. And if we want a better country, it's not really going to depend on whether Harris or Trump or anyone else is in office. It depends on you and me being empowered to build things that help each other. We have to build. We have to focus on, imagine, and it's embarrassing because I'm Chickahominy. I'm Native, and so I don't necessarily want to talk about the pioneers in a good way, but I do think, well, I know that even though they were racist, horrible settlers, they created a lot of things that the rest of us are now using. So all that said, imagine that, it's the beginning of the United States and we have to build a whole bunch of stuff out. If you had a whole city full of people with a whole bunch of needs, what would you do? Where would you apply your talents? Where would you apply your skills and your expertise, your ability to lead, so that that group of people got everything that they needed? And that's all this is about. That's all this is about, is making sure that we're empowered as Americans to make sure that we are still building. the things that each other needs.